The hidden dangers of healthy vegetables after 60, what no one dares to tell you. There is something almost cruel about aging. You can spend decades believing you are doing everything right. You follow the rules. You eat your vegetables. You avoid the obvious poisons like sugar, alcohol, processed foods. You fill your plate with greens, with vibrant colors that nutritionists swear will save your life. Yet one morning, you wake up and your body feels heavier. Your knees ache when you stand. Your fingers swell without explanation. Your digestion falters. Your mind fogs over like a window in winter. You blame age, genetics, bad luck. But what if the real culprit has been quietly sitting on your plate all along? Buddha's story warmly welcomes you to this space where ancient wisdom meets the hidden truths of modern health. Today, what I'm about to share may sound shocking, even offensive to what you have been taught. But stay with me, because sometimes the path to healing is not about adding more, but removing what silently harms you. There is a dangerous illusion in the health world that every vegetable, every green, every plant-based food is your ally. But the Buddha himself taught us, cling to nothing, not even your beliefs. Observe reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. And the reality is this: after 60, your body does not process food the same way it once did. Some of the vegetables that made you strong in youth can now, without your awareness, make you weak, inflamed, even sick. Let me tell you about Margaret, a retired school teacher devoted to yoga, daily walks, and what she proudly called her anti-aging diet. Her fridge was full of tomatoes, bell peppers, and eggplants. Her pantry stocked with potatoes and kale. Smoothies blended every morning, salads every lunch. And yet, Margaret could not explain why her joints throbbed every night, why her hands refused to cooperate, why standing up brought grinding pain to her knees. Doctors shrugged. Arthritis, they said. Part of aging. But one day, during a Buddhist mindfulness retreat, a teacher posed a simple question. What if the suffering you endure is not inevitable, but optional? What if it is rooted in the things you refuse to question? That question haunted her. She began researching, testing, observing with the detached curiosity the Buddha urged. And what she found stunned her. The so-called healthy vegetables she adored belonged to a family called nightshades. Tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, bell peppers. Beautiful, colorful, seemingly nourishing. But within them hides solanine, a natural chemical defense plants create to ward off insects. In small amounts, most bodies cope. But in aging bodies, especially those with hidden inflammation, solanine behaves like a slow poison. It exacerbates joint pain, triggers swelling, clouds the mind, disturbs sleep. Margaret decided to remove all nightshades for 3 weeks. No tomatoes, no mashed potatoes, no eggplant dishes, no stuffed bell peppers. She replaced them with safer alternatives. The result? Her fingers stopped swelling. Her knees eased. Her mornings no longer began with dread. Her body whispered relief. And her story is not rare. Across monasteries and wellness centers, I have heard similar stories. People unknowingly sabotaged by what they thought were gifts of health. The Buddha taught us the greatest suffering comes not from pain itself, but from ignorance and clinging to illusion. We cling to the illusion that vegetables are universally good. But truth is nuanced. Nightshades, while beneficial to some, can be the hidden trigger for others, especially those navigating the fragile terrain of the body after 60. But nightshades are not the only trap. Spinach, the darling of superfood culture, hides another danger. Have you ever felt bloated, fatigued, or foggy after a spinach-heavy meal or smoothie? You are not imagining things. Spinach is loaded with oxalates. In small doses, harmless. But cooked down excessively, canned or consumed in large amounts raw, oxalates bind to calcium in your body, forming sharp crystals that settle in your kidneys. They steal the minerals your bones and nerves crave. They build the foundation for kidney stones, gut irritation, even chronic fatigue. A student of mine named Daniel once shared his ordeal. Every morning, he blended spinach smoothies, convinced he was strengthening his body. But weeks later, he collapsed with kidney stones, in agony he never anticipated. Through tears, he admitted his good intentions had led him into ignorance. The Buddha taught, right view precedes right action. Even the purest action, done without true understanding, can lead to harm. The same applies to cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, cabbage. In their raw state, they flood the body with goitrogens, compounds that, in sensitive individuals, interfere with iodine absorption. For those over 60, especially women facing natural thyroid decline, these greens can dampen metabolism, fog the mind, drain energy. The body is like the Dharma itself, dynamic, evolving. What served you in your youth may no longer serve you now. But suffering is not inevitable. With awareness, we adapt. With discernment, we adjust. This is the wisdom that Margaret, Daniel, and many others discovered. Not to fear food, but to respect its complexity. To recognize that after 60, the relationship between body and nourishment transforms. And so must our habits. Stay with us on Buddha Story, where we unravel these hidden truths with compassion and clarity. If this resonates with you, I invite you to support our journey. Please subscribe to the channel so we can continue bringing you insights that empower your health and deepen your understanding. And now, I leave you with a question to reflect upon, drawn from the heart of Buddhist inquiry. Which approach reflects true mindfulness? A. Assuming what is labeled healthy is always good for your body. B. Observing, testing, and adjusting your diet based on your body's changing signals. Comment your answer below with A or B. Your perspective matters, and your body deserves that attention. Stay curious, stay compassionate. 3 simple foods to reclaim energy and mental clarity after 60. Eating with wisdom, not illusion. There is a quiet truth many overlook as they grow older. Your body does not betray you with age. It speaks. Every ache, every moment of fatigue, every foggy thought is not random punishment. It is your body asking for alignment, for nourishment that matches this new season of life. But society tells us otherwise. We are taught to fear aging, to believe energy naturally fades, to accept the mind grows dull, the heart weaker, the steps slower. But this is only true when we ignore the wisdom hidden in food. After 60, the body's needs evolve. Digestion shifts, circulation slows, the immune system grows sensitive, and inflammation quietly creeps in. Yet many cling to outdated habits, filling their plates with what once worked, unaware that healing now requires different tools. The Buddha taught us impermanence is not to be feared but understood. Your relationship with food is part of that impermanence. And when you honor this change, you open the door to vitality, clarity, and resilience, no matter your age. Let me share with you 3 humble, often overlooked foods that, when chosen with intention, can restore energy, sharpen the mind, and ease the weight that aging sometimes brings. These are not miracle fixes sold in fancy packages. They are rooted in nature, backed by both modern science and the quiet, ancient wisdom of observing the body with compassion. First, let us speak of beets. Not the canned, sugar-soaked variety buried in supermarket aisles, but real, whole beets. Deep red, unassuming, often dismissed. Inside every beet lies a powerful compound, naturally occurring nitrates. Unlike the harmful nitrates found in processed meats, these plant-based nitrates transform in your body into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide acts like a gentle guide, telling your blood vessels to relax, expand, improve circulation. The result, your heart works with less strain, your muscles receive more oxygen, your brain becomes clearer, more focused, less clouded by fatigue. In a Buddhist monastery in northern India, I met an elderly monk named Tenzin. He walked with ease, his eyes bright, his breath steady, though well into his 70s. His secret was simple: roasted beets, prepared with care, consumed weekly. He shared that beetroot allowed his meditations to deepen, his energy to stabilize, his aging body to remain agile. Scientific studies now affirm what Tenzin understood intuitively. Beets lower blood pressure, improve endurance, enhance cognitive function, and even support better sleep by calming the nervous system. When circulation improves, the entire body feels lighter. Fatigue diminishes, stamina returns, the mind clears. It is not magic. It is the wisdom of eating aligned with your body's current needs. You cannot expect youthful energy if your cells lack oxygen, if your blood struggles to flow. But with small changes, like adding roasted beets to your meals, you nourish your system in ways most forget to consider. Next, consider the forgotten art of fermentation, specifically sauerkraut. Not the pasteurized, vinegar-soaked varieties found on shelves, but true, living sauerkraut, fermented naturally, alive with probiotics. Thousands of years before refrigeration, cultures across the world relied on fermentation to preserve food and fortify health. Korean kimchi, Japanese miso, Mediterranean yogurt, European sauerkraut, these were not trends, they were survival. Today, in our sterilized world, the gut suffers. After 60, your microbiome, the vast, delicate community of bacteria in your digestive system, weakens. Diversity declines. Digestion slows. Immunity falters. You may feel bloated, constipated, fatigued, unable to absorb nutrients fully. But true sauerkraut offers a forgotten remedy. Real, raw sauerkraut contains billions of beneficial bacteria that rebuild your gut's strength, improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and even influence emotional stability. There is now undeniable evidence that gut health directly impacts brain clarity and emotional resilience. In Buddhist teachings, we speak of planting wholesome seeds, actions, thoughts, habits that create harmony. Fermented foods plant those seeds within your body, nurturing an internal environment that supports vitality. A woman I once taught, Eleanor, shared her transformation. At 65, she struggled with relentless bloating, unpredictable digestion, low mood. She tried medications, supplements, restrictive diets, all to no avail. When she introduced living sauerkraut, just a few forkfuls daily, her system began to reset. Digestion eased, energy returned, her mind lightened. It was not about consuming more, but consuming wisely. And finally, the simplest of all, cooked carrots. Humble, inexpensive, overlooked. But when gently steamed, roasted, or sautéed, carrots unlock beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, essential for eye health, skin regeneration, immune strength, and cellular repair. In Buddhist philosophy, strength often hides in simplicity. Carrots, when prepared with mindfulness, become a powerful tool for restoring vision, protecting the skin from within, supporting liver detoxification, and nourishing overall vitality. Raw carrots, while beneficial, trap beta-carotene within tough plant fibers, limiting absorption. But a little heat breaks those barriers, releasing the nutrients your body craves. Combined with healthy fats like olive oil or a dash of turmeric and black pepper, cooked carrots transcend ordinary food. They become medicine, reducing inflammation, balancing blood sugar, satisfying cravings with natural sweetness that does not tax the system. I recall a retreat in the Himalayas where our meals were sparse yet purposeful. Simple bowls of cooked carrots with herbs sustained monks through long hours of meditation. Their skin radiant, their eyes clear, their energy steady. Living proof that true nourishment is not found in complexity, but in alignment with the body's natural wisdom. Many waste resources on expensive supplements, powders, detoxes, chasing elusive vitality. But often, the answer is simpler. Beets for circulation, sauerkraut for the gut, cooked carrots for vision and internal balance. These foods, rooted in nature and tradition, remind us of the Buddha's teaching, the middle way between excess and deprivation, awareness over blind routine, nourishment chosen with intention, not habit. After 60, your body is not broken, it is evolving. To nourish it with curiosity, compassion, and wisdom is to honor your impermanence, to remain vibrant not despite age, but because of your alignment with it. Let your meals reflect that awareness. Small, mindful choices rebuild energy, clear the mind, strengthen the heart. True health is not about adding more, but understanding more, observing your body's needs as they unfold, and meeting them with humility, presence, and love.